Hi guys, Dr. Seti, the weight loss therapist here. People are always asking me about plant-based protein sources, so I thought I might talk about that one for a few minutes today and give you some of my top foods for that. Um, Green peas are high up there on the list. A cup of them can get you about 8 grams of protein, which is comparable to like a glass of milk, a cup of milk. And even if you are not crazy about peas, there are a lot of other ways to eat them. They're very easy to blend into a sauce or a pesto. You can easily mix them into any flavorful dish or casserole or even a stir fry, and you might not even notice them. Again, they're a great way to just up your protein intake. Beans are always kind of the go-to protein source for vegetarians. And the best part of those is that there are so many different kinds. So you can have beans every night of the week and have completely different tastes and flavor profiles. Far and away, the highest protein beans are soybeans or edamame. However, they're also higher fat than some other beans, and they have a very different flavor profile. So not everybody loves them, but there are many other options to choose from. Your highest protein beans are going to be white beans, yellow beans, black beans, kidney beans, and pinto beans. Also on that list for sure are mung beans, which are fantastic. So play with all of them and find the ones that you like and find fun ways to incorporate them. Quinoa is another great protein source. Grains generally only contain a small amount of protein. However, despite the assumption, quinoa is a seed, not a grain. So a cup of quinoa provides about 8 grams of protein and provides all 8 amino acids, which means it is a complete protein. And complete proteins are most common in meat and dairy products, so they can be hard to come by for vegans, and that makes quinoa a really, really great seed to incorporate into your diet. And speaking of seeds, nuts and seeds are a fantastic protein source for plant-based diets. And again, there's a lot of different varieties here, and they all offer protein and healthy fats. So they're fantastic for all sorts of things for your body. And nuts and seeds, something to be mindful of, can be higher in calories. So you want to make sure you're paying attention to portion sizes and not just mindfully shoveling them. But nuts and seeds and nuts and seed butters are also a great source of protein. But with nut butters and seed butters, I always encourage people to read the ingredient list, as sugar and other unnecessary ingredients tend to get thrown in there. But for the best and most protein, opt for almonds, walnuts, peanuts, pistachios, pumpkin seeds, and sunflower seeds. These are all wonderful sources of protein and also, as I mentioned, great sources of healthy fats. Good for your brain, good for your body, all that fun stuff. So those are my top protein foods for vegan or plant-based diets, or simply if you're trying to look for some alternatives to add into your diet. You don't need to be vegan or plant-based to eat some of these and get all their nutritional benefits. So enjoy all those, and I will see you later. Bye.